No? Okay. Did any one of you try to rescan? Module merge? Okay. Please try.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you please repeat the last topic? Excel schema path.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Give
Thank
me
you.
2 minutes. I'll just show you that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So yesterday we saw this Excel differences also. The only thing that differs between Excel and TCD is here mapping can't be, it will not come automatically as in TCD. So for all your business parameters, you have to manually map them by writing curly braces Excel of and the attribute name in your Excel sheet. Okay, and next after mapping all this, right click, convert to template is same. After converting it to template, there is an option, see, edit schema path. Click on this, choose the Excel and the sheet that you want to map, say OK, and then ensure everything is mapped properly and then just instantiate. Is it clear?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay. So now let's move on to a different section. Okay. Before we move on to different section, one more important topic that I want to discuss with you all is different kinds of buffers. We earlier, I think you remember the class, earlier we were discussing that we are having three different types of buffers. One is the normal buffer that we create by using action mode buffer or else T-box set buffer. The other one is the partial buffer, and the last one is the X buffer, which is also known as dynamic buffer. So today let's see what is partial and what is dynamic buffers. Okay, so for that let me create one test case and partial buffer. Okay, and the work state for this is in work. Okay, and now press Ctrl T in order to and type partial. Okay, see, this is the partial buffer. Nothing actually. For suppose if you have a buffer, okay, let's see, tools, buffer viewer. If you see this one, right, 1 second. Yeah, if you see the good result, it says Oreo is a good girl, A23456. Right. So now among this entire string, I want only the first four characters. Okay, so what I will do is, what is the value that I want to convert, like buffer of result, right? So this is the actual buffer. And among that, I need only first four characters. So start position is from 0. And what is the end position till 4 characters? And And after picking up these first four characters, where should it save it? Okay, let's save it in a buffer called test1. Okay, and now let's run this. Now expand your Scratchbook. See, buffer with name test1 has been assigned to value Oreo. This is nothing but splitting the strings, okay? But you should know the proper characters number, like how many characters do you need? Is it clear to everybody, partial buffer?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay. Now let's move on to the dynamic buffer. Dynamic buffer is something, like if, for suppose, your order ID or product number, this is something which is generated dynamically, right? So for those things, we will have the dynamic buffer. Okay, first I'll mark this one as completed.
Ramya, one
Yes.
question. We have selected first four character. Where is the value after run?
Yeah, it is stored in test one buffer, right?
Oh, it is not displayed in a
Yes.
scrapbook output. Okay, here it is.
Here it is displayed, right? I showed you this.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's create another test case and name it as dynamic buffer. Okay. The same way in work. And here for the dynamic buffer, right? Let me open. Give me one moment. My battery is running low. Okay. Demowebshop.recentest.com and then log in. I'm just trying to apparel and shoes, add some products to the cart. Hmm. Now I will just say checkout, continue, continue, continue. I'm waiting for the particular order ID to come up because that is the dynamic value. Okay, so now I will say confirm. And now I will get my, see this order number is something which comes dynamically, right? So let's try to scan this first in order to capture that. So go to your modules and say shift right click scan HTML. Select the application that you want to scan and say select on screen. And this is the one that we want to scan, right? So I just captured it. Say select on screen once again, maximize this window, and it has a property like tag li. And does it have any inner text? Yes, it does. So select the inner text also. And in inner text, it has order number and there is some number. I'll remove that and I'll keep a start and say okay. And no class name, nothing. Okay. So I think these two are enough. I'll just rename it as order number. Okay. And then I'll just copy the syntax Okay, and I will say finish screen and close this window. Now all I scanned is this order number, right? Now drag this module, drop it onto your dynamic buffer test case and see how we handle this. Where is that order number coming from? Inner text, right? So select inner text and this is the syntax, right? So instead of this number here, we will just pass curly braces b of what is the buffer name order number. Okay, so it could be my buffer name. Close both the braces. This is a syntax of the dynamic buffer. Okay, and the action mode for dynamic buffer every time would be verify. Okay, and now if I run this particular step, then what will happen is it will get into the inner text, it will verify the order number column, and it will buffer the value that is there. Let's see. So the value should be 871075. Says verification was successful. Okay, and now let's see here. Do we have order number? See, order number 871075. The syntax is curly braces x b of the particular buffer name, close both the braces, and the action mode is verify here. Any questions? Any doubts?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, actually, this is just normal static value, I can say. But how we are linking to this dynamic? Actually, the dynamic, as I'm thinking, is suppose the shopping cart. If in shopping cart, if we add four numbers for the first test case, and in the second test case, we add three products, then it can be the dynamic. So there we can use the this X buffer, right? This order number or the order ID can be a static, this one, right? You can use normal buffer or the partial buffer.
See, actually here, if this one I took as an example because we are having order number. See, if you want to buffer something in this field, if you are using the normal action mode buffer, so what would be your value here? Instead of order number, you will get this entire whole thing like order number, colon, space, and that particular number. Am I
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
So I don't want all that. I just want only the order number.
Then we can use partial buffer.
I can't say that how many lengths, because once it is completed with this sixth digit, then it will go for the seventh digit, right?
Okay.
Then how can you say that my order number is having only six digits? These are nothing but the next to next the number goes on, right?
Yeah.
And this is something which comes dynamically. This is not something I can say or I can store somewhere. And using this value in the runtime, I will get it. And again, I will pick this order and I may use it in the runtime. Sometimes what will happen is you will pick this order number, go and search for this order in the same test case, right?
Okay.
So for that reason, we consider this. It is totally up to you. If your particular value is like something, the only value part, or it has a fixed length and all, then you can buffer it and again take a partial buffer, even that is fine. Or else, if you don't know, in this game scenario, I don't know how much length my order number is. So that's why I have taken XP off.
Okay.
Okay. And in almost all the interviews, they will ask you the syntax of the dynamic buffer along with the action mode. Please remember the syntax is curly braces, XB of, close both the braces, and then the action mode is verify.
Ramya,
Yes,
in the right tab, we are having result. In result, we are having Oreo is a good girl. Some you have given
yes,
varchar, right? 8234. So how do we get that with the same? You just shown four, no, four like that,
sorry.
and in end it should. In partial buffer, you have shown end should be four like that. We'll be capturing this varchar.
Yes, yes. But suppose here I'm starting it from 0 and I'm ending it at 4, right? Instead of this, for
Okay.
suppose the same if I take, the start would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So let's take some 16. Okay. And I want it till the end. So I won't specify any end. So let me run this single step and show you. See my test one buffer, girl space A no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Here for the partial buffer, it doesn't bother. Same as your buffer only. Okay, it doesn't bother whether it is a number or a character and all. All it bothers is which position I have to start, which position I have to end. Okay. So these are the total three types of buffers that we have. Okay, dynamic buffer, partial buffer, and the normal buffer. Okay, and now let's see what is. 1 second before I go over there, I have another important scenario to discuss with you today. Okay, until now we worked on normal web shop, sorry, web application, right? And for closing this web application, what is that we are using? Close browser standard module. Am I correct? This is bit confusing to all of you. Please be with me. If you don't understand, let me know. For some applications in real time, if you are already a tester, or like if you already have some experience, you may understand. When I am trying to open the application, okay, through Tosca, sometimes it may be already open. Am I correct? Sometimes there might be something irrelevant in the browser, right? Will it happen?
Yeah, Ramya.
So then how do you close the browser then? So I want to add a precondition because of this. Okay. So every time before running my test case and all, I just want to ensure that if my browser is open, okay, please close it. So how do I do that?
We have to give the precondition in.
Okay, yeah, we will give it in precondition. So how can I create that library is what I'm asking you. Like I'll create one reusable test block saying close browser. Okay. So now tell me, how can I close it? Can I use the same standard module as close browser?
Of course, you can.
How will I know the title of the page that I have there? Every time it can't be only demo web shop, right?
Yes.
Sometimes something else will be there. How can I know the title? Can we do this or no? Actually, we can do this, but not by using this standard module. This standard module always requires title of the web page. But when we are taking, if it is like normal closing browser after logging out, then we know the title. So we can use this. But if it is like forcefully closing, or like a part of precondition you are closing, then you should definitely know the title. But here in this case, we can't say, like we cannot know the title. So the other way for this is through T-box start program. Okay, this particular standard module is used most of the times in the real-time scenarios. Okay, this module will help us to start any program. Like, if you are having any desktop application and all, then you can quickly start it using this module only. And also it will help us to close the browsers forcefully. How do we do it is basically we will start the command prompt program, and through command prompt we will pass appropriate commands to close the browser. Okay, hello.
Yes, Ramya.
If you don't understand, please let me know. I will repeat the topic. There is like nothing wrong if you don't understand also. Okay, but just say me whether you understood or not. So for this, all I need to do is I need to start first command prompt, and excuse me. Just give me one moment. Yeah, so for this, first I will do it manually and I will show you, okay? Before we do it with Tosca. So what I do is I'm opening different tabs in my Chrome, and now I want to close my entire Chrome forcefully, okay? So all I do is I'll open my command prompt cmd, and here the arguments that I pass are /f/im chrome.exe, I think. Sorry. See, my Chrome has been closed. Did you notice? Right. Hello? See, it has been closed forcefully. Did you observe that?
Yes, Ramya.
So here, the same thing, whatever I did manually through command prompt, let us do the same thing from the T-box start program. Okay, so for this, all I need to do is I need to kill the task, right? So say task kill, okay, and the arguments here are expand this arguments and then pass them. /f, that is nothing but forcefully, and /im, I think this stands for the image name sort of a thing. Okay, and then chrome.exe. That's all. Now again, I will open different tabs here the same way. Okay, so I have multiple tabs open in my Chrome and I will open multiple browsers also. And again multiple tabs in these browsers. Okay, so now I have multiple windows with multiple tabs in them. And now I wrote this task kill operation here and I am running this step. Let's see. See, it says the program has been closed. And if you run this, if you see this scratchbook details, what does it say? It says it has successfully started the task kill. Okay, but it doesn't tell us whether it really closed Chrome or whether it did not close it and all. Okay, only thing in Tosca's mind is yes, I started this task kill. Okay, I passed the arguments, I am done. What are these arguments yielding into doesn't matter for Tosca. Please remember there is a very small thin line over here. Okay. Any questions, any doubts?
Ramya, you have given arguments in the three different lines. Can't we give in one single command as?
Yeah, you can do it. I think one second. Let us try that. I never tried it. Slash im chrome.exe. Let us open again this Chrome so that we will know the difference. Okay, we have some tabs open, right? So just close this and now run this and see. If we are passing in single line, these are not working. See, my Chrome is still not closed, but it says it started this task kill. But this task kill doesn't work actually.
Uh, Ramya, in close browser, in title, I will be giving just star and I will be saying that close browser. So I think this case also will work, right?
Let's try that also.
Okay, let me try that.
Mhm. Okay, here for the title, you'll just give start. Okay, and now you have these things open. Okay, and let us run this. Access is denied, exception from H result. But though it failed, it closed my Chrome. Let's see, by opening multiple windows like Internet Explorer and all. And there is one more thing that I will tell you. Wait. First, let me show you this. Then I will discuss about that. One more drawback is there for this. That is the reason we are not using this. But anyways, I'll show you. I'll run. Now let's see if it closes both Chrome and Internet Explorer. No, it failed. Access is denied. Yeah, it closed both of them. Okay. Things like this access is denied because of my computer. Okay. For time being. And as you say, this particular closed browser is working fine, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't have my browser. Sometimes you may not have your browser open because this is a precondition, right? Even then, it should work fine. That is what I'm expecting. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And just run this. Okay. Let's say now you are very typical that you have only demo web shop open. Okay. Now my demo web shop is not open, but now I'll just run this and show you. See, it will throw me an error. Shit. Browser window demo star not found. For suppose, let's take your star only and run this. See, oops. It is always throwing me this access is denied thing. Okay. And my Tosca has been failed now. It is crashed. I don't know whether we will have whatever the things that we have done till now. Let us see.
Yeah, it will be there, Ramya. Actually, same thing happened to me a few days back.
If we save, like we will have auto save, okay, and this auto save will be done for every 5 minutes. Like whatever things that you have done before that auto save, everything will be there. If once, like if your Tosca is crashed in between this auto save time and your time, right? Then those changes will be gone if you don't save it. Okay, so now you observed, right? If you are giving close browser and if you don't have the browser open, then obviously it will fail. If it fails, the execute and the test case will not execute the remaining part. Now let's try the same thing here. Okay, but see, I lost that. Okay,
So for Ramya,
yes.
so for closing browser, we have to use only debug start program module only.
See, actually, you can use both of these things. That is what I'm trying to say. For the initial precondition part, you may not be aware of the title of the web pages and all. So then you can use the tbox start program and then pass those arguments and fill the task. And at the end, once you log out, you are very much sure you are on demo web shop page only, right?
Yes.
Then you can use the close browser. You can ask me one question. Ramya, when we are able to close the browser using this tbox start program, then why do we need to use close browser once again? Why I ask you to use close browser at the end is whenever you are killing the Chrome using this task kill, right? It will throw next time whenever you open Chrome, it will ask you Chrome has been stopped unexpectedly. Do you want to restore or not? And sometimes that pop-up may become a small headache for you. So in order to avoid that, I usually prefer having a closed browser at the end of the test case so that browser will be closed in a proper way.
So if we are giving at the starting of the program, so at that moment also it can give an that pop-up window which you are saying.
If the Chrome browser is open, then it will throw us that pop-up. Yes, I agree. But if that particular Chrome browser is not open, okay, in this case, last time we saw, right? When we are not having our Chrome open, this close browser was throwing us an error. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So now let's see with this and then come one second. I'll quickly create them. Control T box start program. So now if I run this, how many do you think will it fail or will it pass? I don't have any browser window open.
Fail.
I said you there is a very thin line here. Tosca here doesn't think of whether it actually closed the Chrome or not. All it thinks of is whether it passed those commands or not. It will not think of the result. See, it started task to kill with the arguments. That is what it matters. And there is no Chrome open. That's why no Chrome window has been closed. And still this particular test step is passing. Did you understand?
Yes, Ramya.
So this is how you handle it. Here, instead of Chrome, for the Internet Explorer and all, right? You can use iExplorer, iExplore.exe, and for Firefox also they have something. I think it is some Firefox.exe. Okay, only for Internet Explorer it changes iExplore.exe. This is something different. Just remember. Anyways, I will share you this particular article also. Usually, right, whenever you have something like this, please refer to the articles. They have some good solutions. Your batch 10, right? Yes. Okay. I shared you the article for this. Okay. And it has all three for all three browsers. Chrome, Firefox, and Internet Explorer. Okay. Hello.
Yes, Ramya.
And coming to this T-box start program, right? Here you will be passing the path of the program that you want to start, the directory, if there are any arguments, if you want to run as some particular user for those credentials, you can do this using this standard module. Any questions, any doubts till the topics that we discussed? No?
Specifically, this is for the killing the browser. Then what is the
Yes.
use of that username and password here?
No, this is here we are using this one for killing the browser.
Yes.
Using the same standard module, you can start any particular program on your desktop if you have.
So you mean to say this is for CMD command functionality?
Not only for CMD, you can start PowerShell, you can start your desktop applications. Okay, for suppose Control C, Control V here. Okay, here for suppose 1 second. I want to start some program which is in my desktop, which is on my, which is on some, okay. Let's go to C drive first. Let us look for some program. Give me one moment. I want some executable file. Where do I have it? Program files from etc. Okay, AnyDesk. Okay, this is my application, right? So all I do is I'm taking the path of this. So shift, right click, copy as path. And I want to start that particular program. Okay, so I'm just passing that path and delete these inverted quotes. Okay, and now I will just run this test step and see if it opens. See? has started my AnyDesk application, right?
Yeah.
Basically, this is mainly meant to start any program. Here we are starting a program called task kill and we are passing those commands. Okay, here we started a program called AnyDesk. Okay,
Yeah.
in the same way, if you are having your desktop applications, sometimes for desktop applications, you should log in as, you will right click and say run as so and so person, right?
Mhm.
Do you do that usually? I'll show you. So for suppose if I want to run this, so I'll say right click and here I'll have an option run as, see, run as administrator. So then I need to pass the administrator credentials, right? So for those reasons, they gave you that. It is totally optional. Okay?
The task kill program, it's only closing the exe browser, means exe file or any folder or notepad which is open in our desktop, which we can close
For
it.
those file closing and all, usually, yeah, I think you can close it, but you may have to pass proper commands through command prompt.
Mm.
For suppose if you want to open something, you will say cd space that particular file or something, right? So in the same way, you may have some commands on the command prompt, which you should check and then pass those arguments. Okay?
Uh, can we do that? Is for one notepad which is open in your desktop currently.
I don't know what are the arguments to close this. Let's try. Copy this, paste. I'll see. I don't know actually. Delete this. cmd.exe and I think I say slash uh, task kill dash notepad dot or else I think I can directly use this. Let's see. I'll just use the same one for, yeah, it worked.
Mm.
Okay. Any other questions? Any doubts?
In interview, they are asking such type of file.
This type of questions? No.
Okay.
Okay. So with this, I will talk to today's session. Tomorrow, let's see about execution list, recovery and cleanup scenario. And please don't miss tomorrow's class. These are the important topics. And every interview, they ask questions on recovery and cleanup. So please don't skip it. Okay.
Yeah.
And one more important thing, today I'll be giving you one task to complete. Okay, please complete the task and send me your execution report by this Thursday. Okay, so not Thursday. You can send me by Friday. or else send me on Monday. You can work on Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow's class, I'll be showing you the execution list and all. Right. So once tomorrow's class is completed, then please take up that task and complete it. That is one of the tasks, okay, which is being asked in interviews to complete. I'm giving you unofficially. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Ramya.
Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.